going to do a few moves from a form of Tai Chi called Chen, which is an old form and very rare form. This is the rarer form of the two types of Chen Tai Chi. One is the big frame Tai Chi, and this is a small frame Tai Chi from Chen village. And we'll start with the first opening move, which is very simple. Just stand with your feet together, and then just tilt to the side ever so softly, and move your foot out. And then you're going to relax your shoulders and arch your back a little bit and bring your hands up like this. And then pull them back and sink down. As you sink your hands down, you're sinking your hips down just a little bit. And what you want to imagine is, as you're doing this, you're gathering energy up from the earth, I suppose, and taking it and then pushing it down. And this is part of what the concept of Chen is what they call silk spinning. And there's a lot of these movements where you're just going to be pulling energy and spinning it and then pushing it down. So that's the first movement. We'll do it again. Yeah, it's very simple. And I guess we'll go into the next movement. From here, I should preface this with a lot of movements in Chen Tai Chi, as opposed to Yang and Wu style Tai Chi, are all in the hips. So there's a lot of hip movements, and a lot of what at least the master that's teaching me right now is showing beginners is to kind of like move around and get a sense of yourself and get a sense of moving the energies with your hip. Because a lot of what's going on is you're not going to be standing here moving your arms like this. Your arms are going to stay still, like just as an example, and then you're just going to move your hips and your body. It's very simple, and it's part of what in a lot of martial arts we call economy of motion, where you don't want to use too much energy, and you want to use you want to take the most mechanical advantage that you have, which is in the hips. It's in a lot of martial arts, and it's in boxing as well, where when you punch something, you're going to punch with the hips. So you're not actually going to be using your upper body too much. I mean, you will, but most of the energy is going to come from the hips. So, rather than just doing this, which doesn't have a lot of power, you can go. So you want to project from the hips. So from here in the beginning, arms up, shoulders relaxed, push the energy down, and you're going to spin a little bit. This is part of the silk weaving, right? So from here, the first movement, and then again, larger, and then you're going to end right here. So from here again, small circle, larger circle, and here. Now notice that I'm moving my hips and that's the second movement. Technically, this is all part of the first movement, but we'll ignore that for now. So to complete the two movements, so with the arching of the back in the first move, the opening move, you're just relaxing and you're bringing your hands up, and at the same time you're arching your back just a little bit, and it's going to be you're basically making a cage here where your back is arched and your shoulders are forward. So from there you're just doing... The hands are simple. You're basically pushing down. Now you're not pushing down along the body like this. So we'll do this. So you're not pushing down along the body like this. You're pushing from here down. So the chi is that you're focusing the chi is in front of you. In Yang style Tai Chi, the hands are open, like this. And in Wu style, it's more like this, where the thumb is forward. But in Chen style, the hands are relaxed, the fingers are open, and the thumb is against the palm, like this. So all of your movements are going to be like this, with the thumb against the palm, the hands relaxed and the fingers are open. So with Chen, you're always going to have your knees are never going to be locked. They're always going to be broken a little bit, which allows your hips to move more easily. So imagine that you're standing here straight, your knees are just slightly bent, and you want to look to your right without moving your feet or your head or your upper body. You're just looking to the right, and you're moving your head to the right, and you're only using your hips. So you're just going to do this. Now you're going to look to the left. And you're keeping your spine and your head completely straight. You're not twisting it in any way. You're only moving your hips. And that's one of the basic movements in Chen Tai Chi.